You ever feel like life is constantly testing you? And no matter how calm you try to be, something always finds a way to push your buttons? What if I told you that how you react is the only thing standing between where you are and who you're meant to be? There is a quiet revolution taking place, not in the streets, but within the silent fortress of the mind. Imagine a man standing perfectly still amidst chaos. He is an island of tranquility in a sea of haste. This stillness is not emptiness, but a profound rebellion against a world that demands constant reaction. To remain calm when all around you is panic requires immense discipline. This is the power we will explore, the art of mastering calm. We live under the illusion that the world is always on fire. News, social media, and daily conversations flood us with crisis and outrage, demanding our emotional reaction. But most of these so-called emergencies are distractions. The world is not ending every 5 minutes. You can choose to anchor yourself in calm, purpose, and self-control. Become an observer, not a participant in the madness. Long before digital distraction, Napoleon Hill studied the human mind, seeking a secret hidden in plain sight. He discovered a profound truth. You have absolute control over just one thing: your thoughts. Hill taught that disciplined thoughts shape reality, attracting success and resilience. His work is a timeless guide to mastering your mind and your destiny. What then is the ultimate reward for this difficult inner work? What is the promise that awaits the person who masters their thoughts and cultivates an unshakable composure? It is not a life free from problems or challenges. Storms will still come, people will still provoke, adversity will still knock at the door. The promise is not a change in the world, but a transformation within you. It is the development of a core of stillness so deep and so strong that the chaos of the world can wash over you without ever disturbing your foundation. You become the mountain, unmovable in the midst of the hurricane. This unshakable composure changes everything. In your relationships, you cease to be a slave to the moods and actions of others. You can listen to criticism without becoming defensive, and you can face anger without reflecting it. This makes you a source of stability and wisdom, a person others turn to in times of crisis. In your professional life, it gives you an undeniable edge. You make decisions based on logic and intuition, not fear or greed. You can negotiate from a position of strength, navigate office politics with grace, and lead with a quiet confidence that inspires trust and loyalty in those around you. Beyond the practical benefits, there is a profound psychological shift. The constant, low-level anxiety that hums beneath the surface of modern life begins to fade away. It is replaced by a sense of deep-seated security. This security does not come from your bank account, your job title, or the approval of others. It comes from the absolute certainty that you can handle whatever life throws at you because you can handle yourself. This is true self-reliance. It is the quiet power that comes from knowing that your peace is not a fragile thing to be protected from the world, but a resilient force that you carry within you. This is the journey we're about to embark on. It is a path toward reclaiming your internal sovereignty, guided by the timeless wisdom of Napoleon Hill. It is about learning to act as if nothing bothers you, not as a performance, but as a genuine reflection of a mastered mind. The promise is not one of invulnerability, but of resilience. It is the promise of becoming the calm, steady hand in a shaking world. It is the promise of discovering that within you lies a power far greater than any external circumstance, the power of unshakable composure. Emotional reactivity is often mistaken for strength, but Napoleon Hill urges us to look closer. Those who react instantly are easily manipulated, their emotional buttons exposed for anyone to press. This is not power, but vulnerability, the mark of a puppet. True strength lies in composure and self-control, not in loud reactions. Master your emotions, and you reclaim your freedom. Self-discipline is the root of all personal power and achievement. Napoleon Hill taught that it's the ability to direct your thoughts, control your emotions, and act regardless of how you feel. Like a gardener tending a garden, you must pull out the weeds of negativity and nurture empowering thoughts. This inner discipline is the foundation of a successful, intentional life. In chaos, a calm person becomes a circuit breaker. Their stillness doesn't fuel the fire, it begins to extinguish it. Calm is contagious. When one person refuses to join the panic, they offer an alternative, shifting the entire dynamic. This is a powerful form of leadership, an inner control that radiates outward, transforming chaos into clarity. You become the eye of the storm. I want to know, what's one thing you used to let bother you that you've now learned to rise above? Drop it in the comments below. Your insight might be exactly what someone else here needs to read. Napoleon Hill's most enduring lesson is also, I think, his most liberating. He taught that in the grand theatre of life, there's really only one small part of the stage that's entirely under your direction. The space between your ears. Your mind. You cannot control the economy, the weather, or the thoughts and actions of others. Trying to control these external factors is a recipe for frustration. The endless pursuit of control over the uncontrollable is the source of most human anxiety. The moment you internalize this, a great burden is lifted. You stop wasting energy fighting battles you can never win. You cease to be emotionally invested in outcomes beyond your command. Instead, you turn your focus inward to the one realm where your sovereignty is absolute. You are the undisputed king or queen of your own thoughts. You have the ultimate authority to decide which thoughts you will entertain and which you will dismiss. You can choose to focus on thoughts of courage over thoughts of fear. You can cultivate thoughts of abundance over thoughts of lack. No one can force a thought into your mind against your will. This, really, is the ultimate form of personal responsibility. It means accepting that your happiness, your peace, and your sense of purpose are not dependent on what the world gives you, but on what you choose to focus on. A person can be in a prison cell and find freedom in their mind, while another can be in a palace and be a prisoner of their own anxieties. Your circumstances are merely the setting. Your mind is the story. By taking command of the narrative, you gain a level of power that no external event can take away from you. This is the foundation of the unshakable composure we seek. It is a simple idea, but it's not an easy one to practice. Our minds are conditioned to wander, to worry, and to react to external stimuli. Mastering your mind requires the same dedication and daily practice as mastering a musical instrument or a sport. It requires you to become a vigilant guardian at the gateway of your consciousness, carefully examining every thought that seeks entry. It is a lifelong commitment to cultivating your inner world, but it is honestly the most rewarding work you will ever undertake. For in mastering your mind, you master the only thing that truly matters, and from that single victory, all other victories flow. If you're serious about building the kind of mental discipline Napoleon Hill spoke about, the kind that separates you from 99% of people, then this is for you. Whether it's a course, tool, or resource, I only share what I believe can shift your path. You can check it out, online therapy, in the description. And for a limited time, there's an exclusive 20% off just for viewers of this channel. If your mind is the only realm you truly rule, then it is your duty to build it into an impenetrable fortress. A fortress isn't built to be aggressive, it's built to be defensive, to provide a safe and secure sanctuary from the chaos of the outside world. Building the fortress of a quiet mind is a deliberate, methodical process. It is the daily practice of reinforcing your mental walls so that the arrows of negativity, provocation, and distraction simply bounce off without finding their mark. This fortress is not made of stone and mortar, but of disciplined habits of thought and emotional control. The first layer of defense is awareness. You must become a student of your own mind, observing your thought patterns without judgment. What are your default reactions? What specific people or situations trigger your anxiety or anger? A journal is an invaluable tool in this process. By writing down your thoughts and feelings, you bring them out of the shadows and into the light where they can be examined. This simple act of observation begins to separate you from your thoughts. You realize you are not the anger. You are the one who is observing the anger. This awareness is the foundation upon which all mental control is built. The next stage is the active practice of replacement. Once you are aware of a negative or unproductive thought pattern, you must consciously and deliberately replace it with a more constructive one. Napoleon Hill called this practice autosuggestion. It is the process of feeding your mind a steady diet of positive, empowering affirmations related to your definite chief aim. When a thought of doubt enters, you replace it with a thought of faith in your ability. When a feeling of irritation arises, you replace it with a conscious decision to choose patience. This is like strengthening the walls of your fortress, brick by brick, thought by thought, until it becomes second nature. Finally, the fortress must be maintained through regular practice of stillness. In a world that constantly bombards us with noise, you must carve out time for silence. This could be through meditation, deep breathing exercises, or simply taking a quiet walk in nature. This silence isn't empty. It is the space where your mind resets and strengthens. It allows the dust of daily chaos to settle, revealing the clarity and peace that reside at your core. Building this fortress is not a one-time project. It is a daily commitment to guarding your inner peace, a lifelong dedication to the principle that your inner world is your sacred responsibility. If this message is hitting you at the right time, it's not by accident. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. This is a journey, and you're meant to be on it. In a world demanding instant responses, the most powerful tool is often the simplest, the pause. The strategic pause is the deliberate space you create between stimulus and response. It's a moment to breathe, observe, and choose your reaction with intention. This small act signals confidence, composure, and control, helping you master your timing and appear truly unbothered, no matter the chaos around you. Our world thrives on drama. Social media, news, gossip, all designed to hook your emotions. To appear unbothered, recognize this addiction and starve it. Refuse to feed drama with your attention or reactions. Every time you scroll past outrage or ignore petty arguments, you reclaim your focus. Drama distracts from your true goals and drains your energy. Protect your time and peace by walking away from gossip and negativity. This isn't ignorance, it's discipline, and it commands respect. Live above the noise, anchored in your purpose, and watch your clarity and freedom grow. In business, composure is power. The calm negotiator, unshaken by pressure, always holds the advantage. Their steadiness inspires trust and attracts opportunity. Composure signals strength. Others want to follow your lead. Detach your ego, listen more, and treat criticism as data, not a personal attack. Anchor yourself to a purpose bigger than any single deal. When you master your emotions, you become the steady force others rely on. In relationships, composure speaks volumes. Staying calm during conflict shows respect and creates space for real connection. Reactivity shuts down intimacy. Calm listening disarms and validates. True strength is being the anchor when your partner is the storm. This builds trust. Your loved ones know you're steady, no matter what. Cultivate this by understanding your triggers and choosing empathy over ego. Prioritize the relationship's health over winning arguments. Master your reactions and you offer the gift of unwavering presence. Your self-image is your foundation. Protect it fiercely. Treat criticism and comparison as data, not verdicts on your worth. Assess feedback calmly. Is it useful or just noise? Anchor your self-worth in your own principles, not in likes or opinions. Social media's highlight reels are illusions. Don't let them shake your confidence. True composure is quiet self-respect, built from within. You are the architect of your own value. Don't let the world decide for you. Detachment isn't coldness, it's clarity. It's stepping back from emotion to see situations objectively. Like a surgeon, you stay focused and effective by not getting swept up in panic. Detachment lets you act with wisdom, not reactivity. Build a watchtower for your mind, not walls around your heart. Observe emotions without becoming them. Acknowledge feelings, but don't let them drive. This discipline unlocks calm, effective action in any storm. Detachment is the key to moving through life with grace and power. The mind drifts toward negativity unless you train it. Thought control is a daily, active practice. Choose your focus each morning. When negativity arises, gently redirect your attention to your purpose. Substitute negative thoughts with positive, empowering ones. This isn't denial, it's choosing which reality to strengthen. Calm composure is built on countless small victories over your own mind. Master your thoughts, and you'll appear effortlessly unbothered to the world. To master detachment, you must connect mind and body. When stress hits, your breath becomes shallow, fueling anxiety. Slow, conscious breathing, like box breathing, sends your brain a message, I am safe. Grounding in your senses, feeling your feet, noticing sounds, anchors you in the present. These simple techniques form the foundation for calm and control, making true detachment possible. We all have an inner dialogue, a voice that can be critical or supportive. The discipline of detachment means taking control of this narrative, transforming it from your harshest critic into your greatest ally. Start by listening to your thoughts. Notice the words that follow I am and the stories you tell yourself. Challenge negative patterns and reframe them. Over time, your new empowering dialogue becomes your default setting. This is the essence of inner strength, rewriting your story with calm, resilience, and purpose. In every group, there's a silent negotiation for influence. Calmness is the most underrated tool in this dynamic. When you enter within a piece, you become the anchor others seek. Without saying a word, your composure draws people in, shifting the energy of the room. Calmness is not passive. It's a silent power that shapes social dynamics and inspires trust. Confidence is often mistaken for loudness, bravado, or overt displays of self-assurance. But true, deep-seated confidence is a much quieter quality. It's, a silent knowledge of one's own value and capability. And it is most powerfully communicated not by what you say, but by how you remain calm under pressure. An unbothered demeanor sends a powerful subconscious signal to everyone around you. It tells them that you are not threatened by the situation. It suggests that you have faced similar or even worse challenges before and have overcome them. It implies that your internal resources are greater than the external demands being placed upon you. This signal is read and interpreted by others on a primal level, bypassing their conscious analysis. When you don't react to provocation, it suggests that the provocation is beneath you, not that you are weak. When you don't panic in a crisis, it communicates that you have a plan, or at the very least have faith in your ability to find one. This serene self-assurance is far more convincing than any boastful words could ever be. People who are genuinely confident don't need to announce it. Their composure does the announcing for them, and it speaks a language that everyone understands intuitively. Consider the opposite, the person who is easily flustered. Their agitation sends an equally powerful subconscious signal, one of insecurity and lack of control. Their reactivity shows that their emotional state is fragile and easily manipulated by external events. This undermines trust and makes them appear unreliable. No matter how competent they may be on paper, their lack of composure erodes the confidence others have in them. They signal that they are at the mercy of their circumstances, which is the very antithesis of leadership and power. Your emotional state is a constant broadcast of your perceived competence. To cultivate this signal of confidence, you must focus on the inner work, not the outer performance. It's not about learning to fake being calm. It's about building the inner security that makes calmness your natural state. This comes from preparation, from knowing your subject, from understanding your principles, and from the daily practice of self-discipline. It is the confidence that comes from knowing you can control the one thing that truly matters, your own response. As you build this inner fortress, your calm demeanor will cease to be a strategy and will become an authentic reflection of the quiet power you have cultivated within. Napoleon Hill's definite chief aim is your life's North Star, a clear, overarching purpose that anchors you through life's storms. With this aim, daily setbacks become minor and you stay focused on your true direction. Without it, you drift, easily swayed by others and circumstance. Define your aim, write it down, and let it anchor you, no matter what comes your way. In every interaction, from a simple conversation with a cashier to a critical business negotiation, your calmness gives you an unseen advantage. Most people move through their day in a state of low-grade anxiety and distraction. Their minds are cluttered with worries, to-do lists, and emotional baggage. This mental noise makes them less observant, less intuitive, and, honestly, less effective. When you approach an interaction from a place of inner stillness, you are operating with a clarity that others lack. You are fully present. This presence is a form of power that allows you to see things that others miss. This advantage manifests in several ways. Firstly, your calm allows you to be a superior listener. While others are busy formulating their next sentence, you are truly hearing what is being said and what is being left unsaid. You pick up on subtle cues in body language, tone of voice, and hesitation that reveal the other person's true feelings and intentions. This deep level of perception gives you a much more accurate map of the social landscape, allowing you to navigate it with far greater skill. You are playing chess while others are playing checkers, because you simply see more of the board. Secondly, your composure gives you control over the most precious resource in any interaction: time. A reactive person feels a frantic pressure to respond immediately, often leading to mistakes and concessions. Your calmness allows you to slow the pace down. You can take a moment to think before you speak, ensuring your words are precise, purposeful, and strategic. This deliberate pacing can put others on the back foot, compelling them to operate at your measured tempo. You are never rushed, and therefore you are far less likely to be manipulated or to make an unforced error. You own the silence, and in doing so you often own the exchange. Ultimately, this unseen advantage stems from a single source. You are less burdened. While others are carrying the heavy weight of their own emotional reactivity, you are moving freely. Your mental and emotional energy is not being wasted on managing internal chaos, so it can be fully directed toward achieving your desired outcome. This makes you more persuasive, more observant, and more resilient. Calmness is not just a pleasant feeling, it is a profound strategic asset. It is the quiet, invisible power that tilts the odds of every single interaction in your favor. Mastering the art of saying no is a powerful way to protect your time, energy, and peace. Every yes to something unaligned is a no to what truly matters. Saying no with clarity and conviction sets boundaries, commands respect, and preserves your focus. Practice this daily, even in small ways, and you'll find a profound sense of control and calm in your life. Walking away is a powerful act of self-preservation. When conversations turn toxic or situations drain your energy, you don't have to stay. Quietly excusing yourself is not cowardice, it's strength. You choose peace over chaos and protect your inner calm. Mastering the art of walking away means curating your own experience and moving with quiet dignity toward a more peaceful life. One of the most potent techniques for developing unshakable calm is a mental exercise that Napoleon Hill championed: visualization. Just as an athlete mentally rehearses a perfect performance, you can rehearse maintaining your composure in high-stress situations. Before you enter a scenario that you know will be challenging, a difficult conversation, a high-stakes presentation, or a confrontational meeting, take a few moments to vividly imagine yourself navigating it with perfect detachment. This is not mere daydreaming, it is the deliberate programming of your subconscious mind for success. It is building your emotional armor before you step onto the battlefield. Find a quiet space and close your eyes. Begin to construct the scene in your mind with as much detail as possible. See the room, the people involved, and hear the words being spoken. Then see yourself in the center of it all, an island of perfect calm. Watch yourself listening to criticism without flinching, your expression neutral and thoughtful. See yourself responding to provocative questions with slow, measured, and logical answers. Feel the sensation of your own steady heartbeat, your deep, even breathing, and the solid ground beneath your feet. Experience the feeling of being completely unbothered, not as a performance, but as your genuine state of being. This mental rehearsal works on a deep neurological level. Your brain often has difficulty distinguishing between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. By repeatedly running this calmness program, you are creating new neural pathways. You are training your mind and body to recognize this composed state as a familiar and accessible response. When you then enter the actual situation, your subconscious mind already has a successful blueprint to follow. It is far less likely to default to its old reactive patterns of fight or flight, because you have already shown it a better, more powerful way to respond. Make this a regular practice, a non-negotiable part of your preparation for any significant event. The more you visualize your own composure, the more it will become your reality. You are, as Hill would say, using autosuggestion to build the character you wish to possess. This proactive mental work is the secret of those who seem effortlessly calm under pressure. Their composure is no accident. It is the result of deliberate, disciplined, and repeated mental conditioning. They have won the battle in their minds long before they ever set foot in the arena. True stoic detachment isn't innate, it's built daily, like putting on emotional armor each morning. Your morning ritual, journaling, reading, or quiet reflection fortifies your mind before the world intrudes. Throughout the day, pause, breathe, and check in with yourself. End your day with reflection and gratitude. These rituals build and maintain your emotional armor every single day. We began with the image of a man standing still in a bustling street, an island of tranquility and chaos. The goal is not just to admire him, but to become him, to embody inner control and calm so deeply that it becomes your essence. You become the eye of the storm, still, clear and unshakable, no matter what surrounds you. This is the promise of Napoleon Hill's teachings, a life of serene power, lived with purpose and profound calm. In a world of chaos, those who radiate unshakable calm become magnetic. People are drawn to your steady presence, trusting your judgment and seeking your guidance. Your calm is a gift, bringing peace, clarity, and connection. You become the anchor others rely on, shaping your world with quiet strength. Reclaiming your sovereignty means taking back the throne of your mind. You are the rightful ruler of your inner world, not a subject to external chaos. Cut the strings of outside influence and choose your thoughts with care. Stand guard at the gate of your mind and cultivate unshakable calm. This is your birthright, your quiet, unbreakable power. Like the mountain, you have weathered storms and stood firm. Your foundation is deep, your spirit unmovable. The storms pass, but your stillness remains. You choose to be the mountain, not the storm. With each dawn, you rise, steadfast, serene, and the master of your inner world. If this gave you even one moment of clarity, pass that forward. Share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more timeless reminders. And remember, the tool I mentioned earlier is linked in the description with 20% off exclusively for you.